So in honor of 30 years of Dragon Ball, a book was recently released celebrating the 30th anniversary, and they had different authors from different manga, all your favorite ones, pretty much doing artwork of Dragon Ball in celebration. So I kind of wanted to talk about it because these are things that I kind of find interesting, seeing like, different authors' takes on the characters and whatever, and it's just something interesting. So let's take a look at some of these drawings. Now for starters, you have Eiichiro Oda from One Piece. He did Yamcha, that straight up looks like Luffy with Yamcha's hair, and in the back of him, that's his wolf fang fist, but it kind of looks like Kurama from Naruto or something. It's really weird, and it just basically looks straight up like Luffy with Yamcha's hair. It looks cool and all, but that's totally his One Piece art style. What you're gonna notice is a pattern is that they drew them with their own art style in mind, because almost every author has their significant look when they draw their characters. Another one is from a manga called Shonen Shiku. It looks very basic. It looks like Goku. Nothing really to go on in that one. Then we also have Yoshihiro Togashi from Hunter x Hunter and also Yu Yu Hakusho. It looks like Killua mixed with Goku's hair, and it's like really demonic looking. It looks cool and all, but it looks a lot like Killua, and it's weird. I don't know why would he would pick that look. If anything, he should have gone more with the Gon look or whatever. I mean, it kind of has like Gon's body structure as well, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. Then the author from Hungry Joker, no lie, that shit looks amazing. He put a lot of detail into it, and it kind of looks like Nasiyasu from Hungry Joker. By the way, it's referenced as Hungry Joker here, but he also did Black Clover. Let's get that clear. And Black Clover is still ongoing right now and it's very popular, so yeah, but it looks really freaking good. This is probably one of the most detailed and best looking ones we've seen thus far. It looks really awesome. Then the author of Shokugeki no Soma, or the artist, I don't know if it's a duo or it's one dude or whatever, he did Android 18. She's looking mighty pretty. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind having her on my dinner table. We have Kazuki Takahashi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks pretty freaking cool. It's kind of small, this picture, can't really see too well, but from what I can gather, looks pretty cool. There's nothing significant. I mean, it doesn't even look really like Yu-Gi-Oh!-esque. It looks more like he tried his best to mimic Dragon Ball's art, and it looks alright. I mean, it looks better than the one from the Shonen Shiku guide, a lot better, and it's really nicely detailed, but the picture's really small, so it's kind of hard to make out, but from what I can see, it looks pretty dope. Then the author of Zetman, he did a colored one, and that shit looks pretty freaking cool. He really put a lot of detail into it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the graphics of that one game for the Wii, the Dragon Ball game that came out for the Wii. It looks kind of like that, and it looks really cool. He put a lot of nice touches to it and a lot of shading and stuff like that. It actually is one of the only colored ones, so you know he put a lot of time into this. Then one of my favorite ones, the author from Letter B. This is like, I think one of the first volumes or a few of the original Dragon Ball Z volumes, which it's Dragon Ball, but you know, the Z portion where Goku actually has that outfit. I love that outfit, and I'm a really big fan of the Letter B author's artwork or whatever. Like, he really, or she, I'm not even sure, but like, I love that art style, and it looks really nice there. It looks really cool. I'm surprised that Araki from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure did this. I mean, it looks alright, but I would have expected something really over the top, so I think this was like a rush job, like at the last second, okay, let me get this out, because it doesn't really have that Araki flair of like, you know, insanity or whatever. Like, it looks cool, but I expected a little bit more from Araki. I mean, it's like, it's an okay drawing, nothing bad. I mean, it has some nice shading and stuff like that, but with Araki, you know how that dude can do, so I'm like, dude from Slam Dunk, fucking hilarious. Did a classic Dragon Ball, Goku putting his tail to catch a fish. Love it. It looks nothing really like Goku in a sense. Like, it looks more realistic with the hair, because in case you don't know, dude that does Slam Dunk, he also does Vagabond, and that's one of the best arts you'll find in manga, period. Like, almost every page is godlike, so he made it look more realistic, and I really like the way it is. Like, if Dragon Ball had that look, it'd be totally different story, but it looked fucking amazing. It's like, holy shit. Then again, I'm looking at a fucking picture of Goku's ass, so I think we should move on from this shit. Tite Kubo, one thing you can never take away from him, regardless of what you want to say about a story or whatever, is his art game, and it looks sick with that mercenary Tao, aka Tao Pai Pai. He always knows how to maneuver the black to make it look like really standing out, and at the same time utilizes it properly. And in this Tao Pai Pai picture, like, it looks fucking sick. Like, I'm not the biggest mercenary Tao fan. Like, I don't just go fucking, I don't know, blaze it up to mercenary Tao pictures, but like, Kubo did his thing. This one, I'm not even going to lie. I love Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, you're dope, but what the fuck is this? I would really appreciate if somebody could tell me what the fuck I'm looking at right here. Is this something from early Dragon Ball? Could this be Dr. Gero's laboratory? What the fuck is this that Kishimoto did? I don't, like, is that like dragon heads? Like, I really don't know. And he's a huge Dragon Ball fan. I've seen his studio and like pictures and video and shit like that. He has like a Frieza statue. So he loves him some Dragon Ball. And this looks really detailed, but what the fuck is it? Like, this is not a good representation of 30 years of Dragon Ball. So that's where I'm kind of like, Kishimoto, you could have done something a little bit more like iconic so we can actually see. It's like, what is this? The author of Nisekoi, I think that's supposed to be Bulma, but it straight up looks like Chitoge. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Chitoge is fucking out of fuck, I'm just saying. But it's like, it looks like Chitoge trying to be Bulma or something. I don't know, but it's straight up Chitoge. Author of Toriko, it looks manly as fuck, but it honestly just looks like Toriko. It looks straight up like Toriko, so it's like Toriko with a Nimbus next to him and like a, you know, real serious shaded face or whatever. But like, bro, that's not Goku, that's Toriko. Sorachi Hideki. Oh, Gintama, bro. Like, that looks fucking amazing. That's probably my favorite thus far. It might be because I'm on a Gintama binge right now and everything, but like, yo, that looks so sick with the blood. That's supposed to be Bardock, if I'm correct. Yeah, oh yeah, that's Bardock, yo. Like, yo, when he want to get serious, he gets serious, and that is fucking awesome. My favorite one, hands down thus far. Like, oh man, Bardock. Then there's one from Toyotaro. He's the guy, in case you don't know, that does the Dragon Ball Super manga right now. It's not Toriyama. I think he set out a guidelines, but it's this dude that's doing it all. And it doesn't really count, but it's kind of like something that he did for Super, I think, recently that they included. It looks alright. I mean, you see Beerus and all the new characters. I guess that's representing what Dragon Ball is today, if I was to say anything about it. And then the author of Hokuto no Ken. I ain't gonna lie, that definitely doesn't really look like Goku. I mean, he has the outfit. It looks more so like, I don't know, fucking Kenshiro or one of the characters from that series, but it just looks so fucking manly and awesome. Like, he did an amazing job on that. That shit looked manly as fuck. The author of Haikyuu did Mr. Satan with a cigar. Like, that's manly as fuck with the cigar, but it's Mr. Satan, so it's like, hey, you know, you gotta troll your way to victory, bro. The author of City Hunter, if I'm correct, that's supposed to be Launch or Lunch, however you want to pronounce it, in her different forms. I mean, that's cool. It's something definitely different. I didn't expect to see something like that. I personally think it's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta really look and see, oh, okay, that's Launch. But for what he did, I mean, he's repping that old classic Dragon Ball, so good shit there. Nothing too out of this world, but I like the originality and doing a character that most people aren't gonna be doing. My Hero Academia, straight up, that looks like Deku in Goku's clothes and a little bit older. Like, that's straight up Deku right there, bro. I mean, it looks cool though, but that's Deku, okay? Like, that's Deku. Okay, did not expect the assassination class from one to be this demonic looking and this awesome. Fucking Piccolo blasting out of his fucking mouth. That is insane. The detail and everything. Like, you ain't gonna get that shit all the time, and I'm surprised at how detailed. I did not expect that from the assassination class from Walter at all. Like, that looks sick as fuck. He got Murata one punch with his one. Honestly, it looks like he just straight up replicated Dragon Ball. That straight up looks like Goku, straight up looks like Frieza. It doesn't really look like One Punch Man art style at all, but then again, you gotta remember, he came from Ice Shield 21, so that's not necessarily what he's going to have his art style be, just One Punch Man. I think if anything, with One Punch Man, he tries his best to replicate a bit of what One does, so I guess if anything, this guy's good at replicating things, because this straight up looks like Dragon Ball Z all the way. And then from the manga Rookies, we have another Mr. Satan. It's Mr. Satan. What can I say? The author of To Love Rude Darkness, aka Wank Till Your Brains Melt. It looks pretty cool. It looks straight up like Dragon Ball. I mean, I'm surprised that 18th bust isn't like completely covering the page, because again, To Love Rude, if you know about that, that is just a fucking fan service bonanza. But it looks pretty cool. I'm just shocked that he kept the tits in line. Oh man, didn't think I'd see Nobuhiro Watsuki from Rurouni Kenshin. It's not the best looking thing, to be honest with you. It's alright. I mean, it's cool. It's nothing special, but it's cool to see him being involved still. They still keep in contact, because Rurouni Kenshin is a fucking legendary manga. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Which one had the best? To be honest with you, I love Sorachi's Bardock. That one was pretty cool. Kishimoto probably had the fucking weirdest one. And there was a bunch of other cool ones. A lot of them, though, were keeping their current style with what they draw in their manga and just kind of building around with Dragon Ball elements. But what Sorachi did, that was my favorite one. It looked fucking awesome. Kubo, he really did a really awesome mercenary Tao. Let me know which one was your favorite one. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.